Welcome again to the Play Space Live and tonight's Baseball America Training Camp Tour. Keith Avalone from Play Games. Sam is running the show as usual tonight. We did this last year, and it was a lot of fun, so we thought we'd do an encore performance of the Training Camp Tour, except last year we did it at the beginning of training camp. This is kind of like the end of training camp since the cards are about to be released. This is the 10th anniversary of Baseball America, 10 years of Baseball America, 2013 to 2022. So we're creating a commemorative full-color set. You've seen the splash screen, and we actually previewed some of the cards earlier on an earlier stream. We've added team cities and nicknames to this special commemorative edition. We don't have plans to continue this going forward, but for the 10th anniversary, we thought it'd be kind of cool. We'll also be offering the standard card set in black and white with no team names, just the team numbers. So if you've got an established league with your own team names, not to worry, you're safe. You'll be able to purchase the regular standard cards. But these are for people that just want to kind of celebrate the league like we do. And we're really excited about it. A couple things about the cards you're going to see in the show. These are going to be proof sheets. We had intended to have the separated cards. A lot of that depends on our printing and finishing equipment, which is yet to be delivered. Just a quick update on that. We spoke with the electrician. So it turns out we need an electrical update to run the equipment from our home. So we're having to have some wiring done and a stronger, bigger circuit put in, and that's going to happen Wednesday. And then after that, we should be able to get delivery on the equipment. And the equipment is what's going to make this card set happen. It's going to be they're going to be baseball card size cards. They'll be cut and finished, so you will not be punching them out. In fact, we've also created a box. Well, we've created a box shape. They'll come in a box like this, and it'll be shrink wrapped. Of course, it'll have, I say a box like this, there will be graphics on it. It will not be a box like this. This is a plain white box. But this box will be able to be cut and folded and finished on our Duplo machine. And it'll have similar graphics to what you're going to see on the cards. And so the product will be boxed like that. It'll be super cool. And it'll be, like buying a little box of baseball cards at Target. So that will happen once we get the equipment installed and up and running. So what you're going to see is the kind of a preliminary product of the proof sheets. They're not 8.5 by 11 sheets like you're normally used to seeing. We'll be printing on 18 by 12 sheets, 12 by 18, 12 inches by 18 inches. So there's many more cards on the sheets than what you're typically used to seeing on an 8 by 12 sheet. And then we'll run it through the Duplo and cut them, and then we'll box them and prepare them that way. It should be a really cool set. So we don't have an ETA, an exact ETA on this, although it looks a lot clearer now that we are having our electrical work done. Expecting that we'll have this card set available, the 10th anniversary set available sometime mid to late April. The standard set, however, we're going to go on as scheduled. We're planning to release that this weekend sometime. So, without further ado, let's go to the game table and take a look at these proof sheets. Oh, it looks like I moved it a little bit, so now it's not quite centered. I want to make sure you're able to see these. So this is the 18 by 12 proof sheet. These cards are baseball card size. I'm going to hold one up to the screen here. This is what they look like. This is the normal size. I'll put the normal size card kind of in the corner here, so you can see. So that's you can see it's bigger and obviously more colorful. So that's just a point of reference for you. So the first proof sheet is the free agents. This would be the players in the bracketed but no number in the center section of the card set. If you've purchased previous Baseball America card sets, we on our spreadsheet we list them as Team 0. So because this is automated, 0 comes before 1 in our automated spreadsheet. So these free agents are at the beginning of the set. Although, when you buy the box set, they'll of course be at the end. And in the I believe in the standard version, we'll put them at the end as well. I don't know how well you can see the players. I'll try to point them out to you. Some key free agents this year, including Matt Hoopstack, legendary Baseball America players. Hit free agency, has failed to find a team. Some of these guys are starting to get up there. You check your 2013 season. Anybody that was an icon in 2013 is most likely anywhere between 35 and 40 years old now. And Matt Hoopstack falls in that category. So he's starting to get up there. Semi-utility, semi-eager. He is an icon. And, of course, adds that veteran presence. A couple quick notes here as you're looking at these cards. I mentioned we're not finished formatting them. One of the mistakes that we discovered in the proof sheet was that our computer read the Zaf Dingbat's I, which is the outline star, as an L. A capital I was read as a small L. So we have circles, filled in circles where there should be outline stars. All these things will be fixed when we do the final print run. The other thing is, what was the other thing? I can't think of it. Oh yes, the positions. We on the standard Baseball America cards, it's just like an abbreviated position, like 2B for second base, or SS for shortstop. We'll spell it out on these cards. There's plenty of room on there, so it'll say second base, third base. Just FYI. Okay, so other notable free agents. There's some rookies, as you know. When we put these sets together, some of the guys, some of the bigger stars just kind of fade away, and they wind up not being able to find a team. But you're free to put them on a team if you want. So Matt Hoopstack falls in that category, as does Gary Mosby, who's been around for a long, long time. Still, not a bad batter. Might be a good addition. We have some good rookies here. We get Sylvester Shade, prospect. With a pretty stout bat, a semi iffy glove, Devin Jean-Baptiste. Other prospects include Joey Zaragoza, Kip Roars, a relief pitcher of note. One guy that I want to make a special mention of is Lou Volpe, who is one of those switch pitchers. He is a rookie who pitches left or right, and you probably have to make up some rules in your league as to who gets to decide what arm he's pitching from first. I think they've got rules for that now in Major League Baseball. We do have a switch pitcher, Lou Volpe, and then a couple of other well-known names: Max Murphy, Jonathan Petrie, Duncan Otto, who's been on a number of teams. He's a utility player. Normally, I think he made his name as a catcher, but he kind of plays outfield now in the twilight of his career. So those are your free agents. And we'll go with Team 1. As we take our training camp tour, we'll do the teams in order from 1 to 12. Team 1 in our Baseball America 10th anniversary season are the Boston Minutemen, or I'm sorry, the New England Minutemen. They're Steve Towers. We chose some team names in honor of guys that have played a lot of Baseball America and promoted the league on their tabletop. So Steve, of course, gets the honor for his relentless pursuit of Fernando De La Rosa excellence on the AFR channel. So we'll take a look at De La Rosa. He is right here. Ace double flash, semi-control for 2022. Looking pretty solid. Actually, the entire team is looking pretty good. I'm not going to spend an inordinate amount of time talking about each team, but I will kind of go through the highlights. Have a mostly stable roster. I think about 17 or 18 of their players from 2021 are returning for 2022. They did lose Nick Griffiths and Brian Sobro. Mike Kettle and Chick Schramm, a couple of well-known names in the Baseball America, have signed with New England for one-year deals. They're going to push for that pennant this year. Corbin Young and Dom Tazi, of course, are the big stars. Corbin Young, hero, semi-champion, semi-slugger, gold fielder. Dom Tazi's the catcher. There's Mike Kettle's card. He's still got some power in that bat. And Park Sung-yang will back up Fernando. Jackie Fly in his second year looks to be improving and moving right up there. So the Minutemen should have a pretty strong season. We're going to put them in the contender category. Lots of star power. Relief pitching for the Minutemen is a little bit shaky, but not horrible. I mean, you got Justin Beckwell, semi-star. Park Sung-yang is a semi-star. Chick Schramm, the guy they signed, did not get star. He's just flash and control. But all in all, the New England Minutemen should be a solid team in the 2022 season. Moving on to Team 2, the Milwaukee Barrelmen, Travis Jansen's team. And yes, they do retain the services of Johnny Fortune. He is right there, semi-champion slugger, semi-eager gold fielder. He had a little bit of a slump last year, back in full blast this year. Paxton Friel and Matt Lamonaco are the top producers for the Barrelmen. A couple of rookies added to the bullpen. The bullpen's a little shaky. We've got Buster Garris, double flash and control, and McCurry. Raleigh McCurry, is he on there? Yeah, I keep moving my thing here when I flip the pages. So Raleigh McCurry is also new to the bullpen. They got some well-known guys, Felix Biancalana, and some not so well-known guys, like Angel Zoramillo and Tony O'Hara. But all in all, the Barrelmen should make a push at least. The pitching could hold this club back a little bit. Batting is certainly solid. We're going to put them in the middle of the pack for 2022. The Milwaukee Barrelmen, team number 2. Team number 3 is the Nashville High Notes in our 10th anniversary season. Pat Mattis is the key guy here. He's a youngster, semi-prospect, semi-champion, home run king, and semi-whiffer, semi-active as well. He's kind of the linchpin of this team, kind of the rising star. They also have Ahmed Irons, who is a couple guys in the pitching staff who are young rookie types. Ahmed Irons and Len Biggs, who's a star double flash but semi-wild in the bullpen. Irons is a starting pitcher, so they'll have quite a bit of youth. Beyond those two, it's a little bit dicey. They do have Jose Davalos, the one of the Baseball America's 2 pitcher batter threats. He can pitch, starting pitcher, also plays in the outfield. Not a great average this year, but he is the semi-home run king, along with semi-sad sack, semi-slugger. So he'll probably get some time in the outfield as well, Jose Davalos. All in all, Nashville, good bullpen, couple of big hitters, not a lot else. We're going to put them in the bottom half of the league projected for 2022. That takes us to team number 4, which is the St. Louis Showboats, another team that's in honor of Jeff Hale, one of our stalwart Baseball America aficionados. Been playing Baseball America for really since the beginning. So we co-opted his showboats and put him in our 10th anniversary season as team number 4. They had a lot of off-season movement. A couple of key free agent pickups for the showboats: Sean Scalzi and Nick Griffiths, who comes over from Team 1. So a couple of, some big names moving to the showboats this year. Truman Kenwaye, the relief pitcher extraordinaire, also signs with the showboats. Key holdovers include Chris Merkert, and that's about it for the showboats. Where is Chris Merkert? He's up here. Chris Merkert here, semi-hero, home run king, semi-gold, semi-active, semi-prospect, one of the Baseball America up-and-coming stars. So the showboats, maybe the best starting rotation in the league. Let's take a look real quick. I'll start with the relievers here. I'll go to these starters here on this page. Basically, we've got Nelson Moore, semi-flash in control. Esteban Peralta, semi-star. Greg Goolsby is a full star, and then Cody Breakey is the linchpin of the starting rotation. Star, double flash, double control. Cody Breakey for the St. Louis Showboats. So they got a solid starting pitching. Maybe the best starting rotation. 4 for 4 in the entire league. Great in the bullpen. Good power. We're going to call them a contender for 2022. That takes us to team number 5, the Charlotte Challengers. Once again, led by longtime veteran star Ricky Roynell, hero slugger whiffer, icon, semi-iron this year, and stoic, but still has that big bat, able to hold down first base. But they've got a lot more than Ricky Roynell. Bryce Dow, who's had ups and downs over the past few years. He's going to have an up year, I believe, in 2022. Semi-champion slugger, semi-home run king. He's got the delta for home run. So expect Bryce Dow to be among the league leaders, if not the league leader in home runs for 2022. Pitching starters. They have Winston Numbers. Let's not forget Winston Numbers. Kind of a speedy type, active on the base path, but also a very high percentage batter this year, semi-hero and champion, also patient. He's definitely a threat at the plate, so Winston Numbers we expect to be in the All-Star game playing for Charlotte. Pitching starters are a little bit iffy. Let's take a look at them right now. We've got Francisco Torres, flash control. Tim Hurd, flash control. Jake Lummis is a workman flash. Brent Carlin, workman flash with semi-control. And Nick Gilmer is the key to the staff at semi-star double flash. So Gilmer will get many starts. These other guys are kind of moving in and out of the starting lineup. So they're not horrible. They're just not great. Batting is great, so that should be enough to keep Charlotte in contention. Good mix of young and old players. If the pitching holds up, they could contend. We're going to place them in the top half of the league for 2022. That takes us to team number 6, which for the 10th anniversary team is the 10th anniversary card set is the Las Vegas Big Shots. They had a lot of holdover, pretty much a stable roster from last year's Team 6. Manny Facero is the man. Got the delta for triple. He's a semi-hero, semi-champion slugger. Definitely their big star. The pitching rotation. Now we'll take a quick look at before we move to the pitching. Shane Sasser. Not a lot of big names here. Mike St. Clair. You might remember him as the big Sultan of SWAT. He's going to have another decent year hitting home runs. But beyond St. Clair and Manny Facero, maybe Alex Imbrogno. There's not a lot of name recognition. Shane Sasser maybe on the Las Vegas Big Shots. Pitching, some of these guys, Ross Nutter has had his moments. Not in 2022, though, I don't think. Going to the starting pitching, let's take a look. Spencer Spiegel, Workman, semi-workman. Struggler, Hong Min. Felipe Soto's a workman. Kelly Whitehouse, semi-flash, and he's about the best they have. So there'll be problems on the mound. The bullpen is not bad with Steve Radoshinsky, the big name reliever coming over, star flash control. Yosu Blanco, ace double flash. So they've got some help in the bullpen, but they will need it frequently with a starting staff of Benzeo, Whitehouse, Soto, and so on. Good power is going to keep the big shots in a lot of high-scoring ball games, but without an edge on the mound. It could be a long season for Las Vegas. We're going to put them in the bottom half of Baseball America 2022. Team number 7 is the Vancouver Voyagers in the green and gold. Steve Ferrone, everybody knows Steve, well-known Baseball America star. They had a big trade with Team 9 and got Bobby Grubb and Toby Gallus. These two guys were acquired from Team 9 for Grant Eagle and Paul Fiala. They got a couple of interesting rookies. Ahmet Abdi is a utility player, very fast, active, semi-gold. Not a great batter, but good enough, and can stretch those doubles into triples. So he will be a player to watch for the Voyagers. Let's see. One of their unheralded stars is Billy Bechtel. Where is he? He is right here. Hero, slugger, semi-home run king, semi-gold fielder. He came over. I remember he came over from Team 11, and could be making his mark this year for Vancouver. Bullpen has Julio Jose. They picked him up from Team 8. Where is Julio Jose? There he is. Ace star double flash. Will save a lot of ball games. They've got Lenny Mahler, who's got some power. Kei Kawakami in the bullpen, ace star flash control. So a decent bullpen for the Voyagers. Starting pitching is okay. Devin Durnell is flash in control. Josiah Robinette is a rookie who broke into the starting lineup, semi-star flash control. He could be one of those Rookie of the Year candidates. Overall, the Voyagers, solid pitching, capable, though not spectacular hitting. We will put them, we're on a hunch, we'll put them in the top half of Baseball America 2022. Could be kind of, I toy with middle of the pack, but I think they're a little bit better than middle of the pack. That leads us to our second Canadian team, team number 8, the Montreal Royal Blues. This is a team that we co-opted from our Continental League. We did borrow some of the team nicknames from the Continental League, thinking, maybe there's a link then. So the Montreal Royal Blues are team number 8. Last year's rookie star, Luke Howard, continues his emergence. He takes over at first base. He will have a solid year, I believe. Maybe not as a fielder, but certainly as a batter. Semi-slugger and home run king. Delta for double. Youthful pitching staff. They brought over Wally Bullard for mentoring purposes. Where is Wally? There he is over here. Don't expect him to do a lot on the mound, but most of the staff is pretty young for Montreal. Trinidad Bontrager is their prospect, their rookie pitcher. A little wildness, double flash though. He's one of those fireballing, high volume pitchers, semi-workman. Jamal Bunting is the other rookie pitcher. Where is he? He's right here. Struggler, flash, but he'll see a lot of action as they don't have a lot of other options. So definitely pitching a weakness for the Royal Blues. They got some good batting though. Travis Harvey, well-known name. Demetrius Farrow, Remy Cardoso, some really well-known and very dare I say prolific batters. So there'll be some high-scoring games. It's a classic combination of great hitting and shaky pitching, and we know how that usually ends up in the big leagues. So we are going to put them in the middle of the pack, the Montreal Royal Blues for 2022. Moving over to team number 9 for our league, it will be the San Antonio Six Guns, and right there at the top of the heap is Jude Brannon, well-known Baseball America guy. It looks like a well-rounded hero, semi-slugger, semi-gold. icon. He will be, the anchor for that team. Beyond him, though, Dave Wedge, has got some batting power. But beyond those two guys, it could be a really long season for the Six Guns. He made a trade with Team 7 for Bud Law. It does not appear that will pan out for them. The big money they spent on Bud Law may not pay off based on his card. They made the trade with Team 7. They got Fiala and Eagle, and they might not have got the best end of that trade. Not a lot to brag about for San Antonio, so we're going to put them in the cellar of 2022 Baseball America. That takes us to team number 10, which for our league is the New York Skyliners, another Continental League carryover. And the Skyliners should be pretty strong. It's going to be a pretty solid season in New York, I think. Some exciting up-and-comers in Bobby Brzezowski, the first baseman, semi-champion slugger, semi-home run king. Expect him to prosper at the plate. We've got Ronnie Sear, who's also a hero, semi-champion slugger. He will, I think, be pretty prolific. Could be the last hurrah for Steve Van Gorder, who's one of those guys that's getting up there, one of those old, long-time icons. But it looks like he's going to have a solid year. Todd Hampa, the heat seeker, also on the New York roster. They went for the star power. And what else? Very good pitching. They got Xavier Colon. Let's take a look at him. There he is right there. Semi-ace, flash with control. Other pitching, they've got Gus Groover. Where's Gus Groover? Star double flash control. Robbie Pulaski. In the bullpen, Jordan Castile, Archie McCoy, Isao Fujiwara. Really top tier in every aspect. They may not be at the top of the league in pitching or really in any category, but they're in the top tier in pretty much every category. So I expect that they will be. I have written down, this club is dressed for success. I'm thinking that they are going to be contending in 2022. The New York Skyliners, team number 10. Team number 11 for the 20th anniversary season is going to be the Buffalo Bees. Again, another Continental League carryover. The Buffalo Bee. Buffalo deserves a baseball team, I think. So we're happy to give them one. And there's Todd Sargent, who is, I believe he was acquired by the Bees. I'm trying. I don't have it down here as a note. I think I should have put that down. Yeah, he was signed. Yeah, he was a free agent signing. Joe Barkdahl also got the free agent big bucks, and I believe he will deliver. You'll be satisfied with the dollar Barkdahl for the Bees. Pitching. This is really a pitching team. Got a great bullpen. With Derek No is semi-star. Mark Gautreau is ace, flash, double control. Danny DeLigio, star. They've got one of the best bullpens in the Baseball America, and their starters are strong too. With Trini Pimentel and Steve Show anchoring. Both of those are really well-known names in Baseball America, and both are star flash control. So should be a solid season for the Bees. With a little more offense, I think the Bees could contend. But without that, I'm going to put them as a top half of the league, but probably not a true contender. And that brings us to team number 12, the Chicago Brawlers. Everything starts and ends with future Baseball America Hall of Famer Josh Bell. Another Hall of Fame season, looks like. Semi-hero champion slugger, semi-home run king, gold fielder. Another big year for Josh Bell. But there's plenty of other stuff as well. Damaso Aceves behind the plate. He's kind of had an up and down career a little bit, but he looks to be pretty solid for 2022. Semi-gold fielding, also semi-hero home run king. They've got a bit of a youth movement going on with Alex Brown, semi-prospect, semi-hero slugger. Alex Brown at second base. Bill Caudill will take over at third base. He's a rookie, semi-slugger, semi-home run king, and expect some big hits from Big Bill. This team is pretty loaded on offense, really. Pitching, probably good enough. There's not a lot of reserve help. Joe Tatro is about the best they have. Isao Sasaki, I guess. Those two will anchor the bullpen, but beyond them, there's not a lot. And the starting pitching, Armando Bravo is a semi-star. Sonny Haskins is a semi-star. That's pretty good. Then you got Alvaro Saucedo, who's just simply flash control. Benny Heriberto. A lot of guys, in this, workmanish sort of category. So pitching is probably good enough. As long as Haskins and Bravo get enough innings, can preserve the bullpen with longer starts, they should be pretty solid. The Achilles heel, is the bullpen. Joe Tatro and Isao Sasaki. Besides them, there's not much. So if they can get out to big leads and not have to go to the bullpen too often, the Brawlers could be decent. We'll call them a contender. I'm a little iffy on that, but we'll call them a contender for 2022. So there's your training camp tour of Baseball America 2022. Again, the 10th anniversary cards will come out sometime in April. They'll be the first thing we work on with our new equipment. Standard cards should be available this weekend sometime in the black and white perforated style. Next streaming for us will be Thursday, the 31st of March. We're going to make it our Highlight Maker Hoops pre-order wrap-up show. So we'll cover everything that needs to be covered. At this point, we don't really know what that is, but I'm sure there'll be questions. We've had a couple of orders have slipped through where they were missing a board, and we were scratching our heads trying to figure out how did that happen. But fortunately, it seems to be fairly limited. But there's always gray areas and things to talk about. So we'll plan that for next Thursday, the Highlight Maker Hoops pre-order wrap-up show, and that will be something we'll look forward to. Until then, take care. Thanks for watching the show tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed our tour of the Baseball America training camps. Hope you're enjoying your games, and we certainly are enjoying having you part of the awesome Play Games community. Have a great evening.